we've got a match between Chris Gibson and Joey Liss. This is the loser side of the bracket. If you're just joining us, I'm Tim Weissman. I'm here with Danny Hines and also Andrew Flanagan and Ben Hayman. Want to thank our sponsors, MaxResto, a local business that's been very supportive for the air hockey community as well as Recreation Sports. Thank you guys so much. And so for this matchup, we've got Chris Gibson, who is the number 3 ranked player in the world. He's going to be playing Joey Liss, who is the number 1 ranked player in North Carolina. Now, let's learn a little bit about Chris.
I'm Chris Gibson. I'm from Houston, Texas. I've been playing air hockey for 19 years. Something about me would be, I have a lot of heart and a lot of will, and I will never give up. So when we battle on this table, it's going to be nonstop till it's over. Something about me I don't want them to know. If I said that, they would know, right? Whenever I'm not playing air hockey, I'm just working, doing body work at the shop, skateboarding. I play a lot of video games, and draw. That's pretty much it. My dream outside of air hockey is I want to own my own body shop and restore old cars and bring them back to life. I think the best part of my game in air hockey is that you never know what's going to happen next, but you do know that it's going to be exciting and it's going to be jam-packed with nothing but action. My best shot is definitely my forehand. I think I have the best forehand in the business. I'm worried about playing Jacob Weissman and Jacob Munoz. They're the top dog. Austin and LA have no chance against me. Absolutely, I think I can win this.
Chris Gibson, quite a colorful individual. He is 6'2", 71-inch wingspan, gives him a lot of reach, and with his fast reflexes, he's a great transition player. Currently ranked number 3 in the world and MIDIC rating 2004. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, very exciting to watch. If you blink, you're going to miss probably a score or two. He is all about bringing it. He wants to play with aggression. He wants to shove that puck down your throat, whether it's charging a shot defensively or whether it's hitting a quick, fast, right wall under or over or left wall, or whether it's hitting a shot in transition. He's all about trying to score, and the good and scary part about Chris is he's actually finally starting to work on his defense.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, and another individual who's, I think, been working a lot on his defense and his offense is the number 1 player from North Carolina, Joey Liss. Let's find out a little bit about Joey.
My name's Joey Liss. I'm from New Jersey, but I've been living in North Carolina my whole life, Raleigh, and I've been playing air hockey since 2018. Something I want people to know about me is I used to be a dog person, but now I really like cats. They're pretty funny and random. Something I don't want people to know about me is I'm not the greatest driver. Something I'm passionate about, other than air hockey, I would definitely say is running. I love to jog. I just love to be outdoors. I love to just have nowhere to go but just running around with no purpose. In my day-to-day life, outside of air hockey, I work 8 to 5, sales. Love my job, love my career. I also hang with my friends, my girlfriend, and my family. The best part of my game for air hockey is really just not being afraid to hold back, not being afraid to maybe try something new or really be unique on the table. You know, I'm just here to give you all a show. I would say my best shot in air hockey is my forehand cut. I love when I can just pop it out of nowhere. Not exactly one used for a tournament as much, but hey, it's ready to be used at any time. Who doesn't stand a chance to beating me? Is anyone across the table this weekend?
Yeah, and Joey Liss, another colorful individual in air hockey, says that no one has a chance to beat him. And so we'll see how that goes here when he plays against Chris Gibson. Joey's 5'9", is that? And 70-inch wingspan, currently ranked 21st in the world, Midic rating 1828. What do you think might happen here with Joey, Danny?
This is going to be a matchup, I think, of pace. You know, you've got somebody that's going to try to push it beyond his limits in Chris Gibson, and you're going to have somebody that's going to be like, I don't play that game. I play it nice and slow. Let me show you my methodical attack, and that's going to be Joey Liss. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be probably – if I'd say I wanted to see a matchup this weekend, I probably would have put these two guys together right now.
Right, yeah. They're both going to leave it out on the table and be extremely passionate, right? Absolutely. Okay, well, let's see how the match turns out.
All right. Come to the ready. When I raise them out, the puck is in play. Good luck.
And just as predicted, Joey's taking his time on offense, and Chris is going right to it.
Joey with the right wall under, gets blocked. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I think it was another attempt at the right wall, and Chris was all over it. It was a good block, another left wall there. And so far, so good for Chris on his defense. Great defense by Joey there. He was stood tall for that cross straight that Chris attempted. And speaking of cross straights.
Yeah, I really like that cross straight in particular.
Unforced error there just now by Joey. It was a good transition he had, but it just had a funky bounce in his goal there. Good attempt on a cross cut.
Flub in.
Yeah,
you know, those are those things. It's like you feel bad for your opponent, but not too bad.
You know
I mean, you don't want it to happen, but you're just kind of like, well.
Let me point something out,
sure.
though. So Joey took a little bit off that shot, and that's what actually caused that to really go in more so.
Fair enough.
It wasn't that he hit it blistering. He took a little bit off,
right?
And that's one of Chris's flaws defensively. He reads speed way too much. You can't do that in air hockey against the top players. Mm-hmm. And that was a mistake on Chris's part there.
What's interesting, though, what I'm seeing with Joey is that he's not playing Chris at all like he was playing Noah in terms of his setup.
Yeah, definitely different, yes.
Yeah, and, I mean, obviously not obviously. I assume he's intentionally playing a different sort of setup and a different cadence against Chris. I'm not sure how much history they have. Yeah. I know that Joey played a match against Noah at Worlds and it went 7 games. So maybe he had some sort of specific thing he was trying against Noah, and now maybe this is more of his normal style.
That makes sense. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if there is a history with these two players right now, but that was a good right wall over Chris just hit. But it could be a filling out type attack that Joey's doing right now. That I don't know. But I have seen him do this. So, very good cut by him right there and great get defensively. He's playing great. That was an awesome cross.
Yeah.
So, it was more of a power straight because it was right center.
Yeah.
But it goes to the cross straight side.
Yeah, really well done.
Yeah. Oh. Good defense again by Joey. Oof.
That's that.
Wicked.
Yeah, that real just sudden left wall under. Super hard to read, especially when you have it in the exact right spot of the table. There's a direct lane to the goal behind the person's mallet. If they don't read it and know it's coming at that moment, it's going in. Oh, beautiful cross
Very
by
nice
Chris.
cross straight, yes. Quick and powerful. That's what he's all about. So let's see again. Just I think again it's a matter of wills. I mean, is Joey going to just say, I get you. I get you can score fast, but it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm still going to play my game, take my time, and hit good hard shots.
Yeah.
If he does that, then you know what? It could be Joey's day right here.
Yeah. He went for the impossible shot. At the Houston City Open, Chris Gibson was hitting that left wall under, which against Jacob Weissman, it was just crazy. If you get a chance, go watch that match on our channel. It's one of the best left wall unders from the center of the table with his mallet super close to the puck.
That was a nice left wall under there.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Yeah, so that was telegraphed by Joey. It's not the same way he was hitting those left walls.
I agree.
I think the left wall is where he pauses, and then it's a sudden.
Yes. That was off the drift a little different.
Yeah.
But he could be working it because he had some success with that early kind of cross straight with that same release, on Chris earlier. So he may be just trying to mix it up.
Check out this forehand left wall.
Yeah.
Boom. That's what Chris is saying. He's got the best forehand in the game.
He's got a good
that type of shot.
Got a very good one. I don't know. I'd love to go, have him go back in time and see how it was playing the Shoppy in his prime with those forehands or Dubuisson, which I unfortunately never got to compete against. But I know you know very well.
Oh, God. Bob Dubuisson, four-time champ, who had passed away back in 1991, so we're talking a long time ago. In his heyday, he had the type of forehand, not just the forehand, but his other shots, but forehand in particular, that was so powerful that it pushed your mallet. Those type of shots? Your mallet, you're on defense, and it's pushing your... Nice.
Yeah. Unforced errors.
Yeah, unforced error there. Joey's slowing it down.
Yep.
I think it's a good choice for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice cut. Chris has got to learn how to play slow. He's got to learn it. Because, it's a lot easier to force somebody to play slow than it is to force them to play fast. You got to learn how to do that. You got to learn everything, every aspect of this game. There's so many different types of players out there, so many different styles. And, to be the best of the best, you have to learn them all. You have to learn how to defend them. You have to learn how to defeat them.
Yeah, you're right. And I think that you've got to find what works really well for you and then dictate that to each player that you're playing. Certainly, there's going to be some adjustments and variations that you got to do based on individual weaknesses of your opponents.
Yes.
But, play your game that works well for you and stick with that.
And you said it there with the word dictate.
Yeah.
You're forcing your will upon your opponent. And you're going to show them, hey, this is the shot I'm going to hit. And you're going to have to block it because if you don't, it's going in every time.
Right.
And and if you can do that and have somebody fearful of that, it opens everything else up.
Absolutely.
If on defense, you can dictate the same way. Like, you are not going to get this shot.
Right. I refuse. I'm going to hold that shot off no matter what.
That's it.
And
you
I'm
hit
giving
something
it
else.
Yeah.
But you're not hitting this one.
Yeah.
So now you have the advantage defensively.
Yeah. Well, and on the offense, so I mean, this is really great, for us to be sitting here talking because I've always preached offense. I know you've have preached defense, right? And
Yes.
so, when I think about offense, I think about this idea of a credible threat. There's actually a video on the Centerline that talks about it, and it kind of teaches the concept, which is for offense to work well in air hockey, you have to have a credible threat of a specific shot. So maybe it's your right wall under that you're scoring on and you're actively able to get going. Your opponent, once they think of that as a threat, now things open up.
That's correct. Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
And again, that's a good face off there, Joey. That won it again. So he's controlling the pace of this game so far. Granted, his first possession with Chris. Let's see if he tries to speed it up here or if he tries to match that pace. If he keeps trying to match the pace, I think that works in Joey's favor. It's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it was a great cut. Joey has a lot of touch, a lot of finesse.
Yep. And follows it up with a good get after a good defensive block. Good block by Chris.
Right, and look at that transition forehand was so fast.
Joey was there, though.
Yeah.
Good discipline defensively by Joey.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little flutter there, but doesn't hang your head about. You just got to keep fighting. It's a good shot. Just a little off.
Another little flub in.
Yep. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if Chris realized, but he took a little bit off of the speed there. And that actually, again, helped that. That was the awesome transition there by Joey.
Yeah, that transition was...
But I can't stress that enough with people, but the speed of a shot can change things for you. Can't tell you how many times I just went up and tapped the shot straight ahead, and it goes right in because the defense helps you.
Ooh.
Wow.
Now, I'm not a fan of too much charging, but I can appreciate when a guy stuffs someone.
Yeah, that to me is a Gibson trait. His dad was known for charging shots and scoring on you. And there's no difference there. Chris, he's got that trait. Nice right wall over by Joey.
I wonder if Chris is feeling a little frustrated.
I don't think there's any doubt. I think this is just a really bad matchup for him. Again, it's because of this control. It's because of the pace. I can't say it enough. It makes all the difference in the world, with a player like Chris. If you're playing fast, he's going to hit some of the most ridiculous, accurate shots on you've ever seen. If you're playing him super slow, all of a sudden everything changes up. He's not making the same decisions. He's making errors. He's not as accurate. He's not setting it up the same way, and it's just a weird thing.
Oh,
beautiful
nice.
right wall over.
Yeah, very, very nice right wall over.
Yeah. And again, he was playing with pace. He was playing with haste. He got that accuracy from playing with that aggressiveness. But if he lets Joey slow this thing down, so he's got to speed that up just a little bit.
You want him to speed his drift up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because that's what's going to make him more accurate. That was good. Like early on, though, in that drift. So it took him a little bit to get to it, but you got it. Good block. Another good block. I can watch defense all day. Didn't quite hit that pop with
and
it.
it wasn't in the
yeah.
right wasn't in the right position on the table.
Let's see. Time out.
I need a telestrator because I want to show positions on the table. It's so critical.
I have a feeling those are things to come.
Yeah, because it really really matters so much in air hockey. Not only cadence and setup, but position of the puck when you execute it.
Huge deal. It's absolutely a huge deal. Wow. Forehand cross straight.
Yeah. I'm gonna believe that he intended it. I'm just believing it. Yeah, amazing.
Florida with a freaking right wall over forehand. Wow. Holy cow. That was nice. That reminded me of Mike Shopping.
I want to watch that one more time. Those are super hard. Vince Chappelle taught me that shot many years ago. So hard to hit.
Beautiful.
Because you got to get your body shifted. You have to turn so much. Yeah, just great.
Wow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Super awesome.
So Chris is getting some words from his younger brother. Probably I'm guessing he's telling him, hey, play your game. Keep your head up. Now Munoz has walked over, and Munoz has given him a little bit of advice as well.
Yeah.
He's in a real tough spot here. He had a lot of high hopes, obviously, like everybody coming into this event, and he's now one game away from elimination. But he's getting some pep talks from his boys.
Yep, and I can't stress enough, like, when everybody is practicing, right? You don't want to practice the exact same way every single time. You want to mix it up, and it's not just for your sake, where you learn how to play offense different ways, but you also learn how to defend. Like your opponent will learn how to, or your practice partner rather, will learn how to defend against multiple type opponents. I mean, emulate the players that you see. Like I used to try to be Will Upchurch and Tim Weissman, when I was learning, and Jesse Dowdy or Billy Stubbs. I would try to emulate these guys. I don't want to interrupt you, but note that Jacob Weissman just walked over and gave some words to Chris as well, and gave him a fist bump to show a little support, maybe a little Houston love there. That's very good. He needs a lot of it. Joey is playing very strong right now. All right, another face-off. Let's see what happens here. I love how Joey starts way back and then creeps up slowly. All right.
I feel like I can get my fingers ready for these replays, man. There were a lot of them last game. Just some really good shots.
Oh, lost some mallet there. Got to control that there if he's going to have a chance in this match. Ooh, it's a good attempt at the left all over. Followed up with a cross and then another right bank. It's like Joey's trying to hit a couple 1-2s, like Mark Robinish.
Those are one of those unforced errors.
Yep.
Good block.
Yeah, good block by Gibson. Ooh, and a great follow with a beautiful cut. Nice, hard, strong, good, authoritative drift. And I think that plays into his strengths, when he has those very authoritative drift. Like, here it comes. Nothing anybody can do about it.
Right.
In your face, here it comes, That's when Gibson's at his best. Lost smile by Joey there. Okay.
All right, so Gibson showing signs of life here.
Yeah.
He's definitely got the upper hand in this game.
Oof.
And there's
forehand left all over.
Was it
over?
Went
under. It went under, but it was an over.
All right.
Nice transition there by Chris, man. Wow. Oh my goodness. So Joey avoided the skunk, but still 7-1 there. All right. What do you think? You think that's enough to get Chris back in this match?
Oh well, I mean, obviously he's getting pumped. I think getting a little bit of motivation from all of his friends in the Houston area kind of gave him a little fire going into that game. And obviously getting up 3-0, you start to freewheel a little bit more, right? You feel less pressure, so you're not thinking so much about what you need to do. And then, of course, he got a number of transition shots in as a result. So he's definitely in it. I think for Joey, Joey's got to kind of like slow it down.
Yeah, just got to really do what he was doing the first two games.
Do what you did in the first two games.
Yeah. All right, no face off. All right. Very nice. Good defense by Gibson. Let's see if he can have that strong, aggressive drift. I actually like that pace that he's playing with right there. It was just a great block by Joey. Good discipline on his defense.
Absolutely.
I know he prides himself on that. In fact, I know a lot of North Carolina guys pride themselves on defense. Maybe that's why I love them so much.
Absolutely. And one thing I'll say, like, even though I've always preached offense in air hockey, I didn't underappreciate the importance of defense. I think that the greatest players in the sport have both, and you have to have both to be able to win, a championship.
Absolutely. I agree. In fact, I mean,
Nice.
Just to validate what you said, when I was coming up, I mean, you were pretty much the epitome of defense. Everybody looked to you as to how to play defense, and I can attest from personal experience. I couldn't even score on you the first few times.
Oh, beautiful.
First probably a few years I played you, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I tell your kids the story all the time.
Keep telling them.
Oof.
Oh, I thought it was in. Heard the sound.
It was a good block. He was there. Wow. All right.
Joey's missed that right all over a number of times.
He has. I like the way he's hitting it, though.
Yeah, no, it's a brilliant shot.
Yeah, good release.
Just needs to hit it. Went for that kind of that push cut.
Yes. Yeah.
It's nice.
All right. See if he can push the envelope. Before I can complete a sentence. Good right well over by Gibson. It's a good block. It was a good shot, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good shot and a good block.
Yep.
So you want Gibson to go a little faster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it helps his offense.
Yeah.
It's totally to Joey's benefit if he slows Gibson's drift down. When Gibson's drift matches this speed like what Joey's doing, it's completely different. It's very readable, and his shots aren't nearly as accurate because he's just not used to playing at that pace.
And that was a great block by Joey. That cut is the same cut that Austin Fernandez uses. This early off the drift, left of center, lane to the goal, just boom.
Oof, what a block. I love it. That was a good block there, too, by Gibson. Yeah, it's a good block when you hit the shot and it was a good shot. They block it. You can't do anything but say good block.
Did he say bang, bang? I don't know. What did he say?
I'm not sure.
It should have if he didn't. Bang, bang.
Look at this. So Joey's having a tough time to really dictating this pace here, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's good for Gibson. Very nice shot. Powerful right one under. Ooh, forehand left one under.
Yeah. He said he is the best one in the game.
Yeah.
And
Nice transition once
that
again.
transition was just nasty.
Yeah, that was Will Upchurchish right there.
Yes, just nasty. Boom.
Ooh, right wall over.
Nice right wall.
Yep. Early off that wall.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice cut.
Mm-hmm.
Good release. Good timing. Great block, following it up with
If
it.
Joey ends up coming back and winning this game, that would be massive because Chris seems like he's absolutely in control for some reason.
I agree 100%.
Uh-oh. Ref is pause play. Not sure what he's... Oh, they're moving the table. Wow.
Table's off a little. You know, that happens. You throw your body, you know, trying to get these transition shots and possessions. And, you know, when I'm on there, you know, it moves like 5 feet every time I do it. Oof.
They moved it to a good spot, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, they did.
This angle is something, you know, we call them the bird's eye view.
Beautiful right wall. Oh, my goodness.
And
Strong.
I've really fallen in love with this angle for doing air hockey.
Yeah, I agree. This is where it's at.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Huge point right here. Let's see if Gibson can interfere or block this shot from Joey to push this to a game 5. I love it.
Yeah. Not sure about the timeout. You know, I think that when you got somebody on their heels, maybe you shouldn't call the timeout, but we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah. Oof, that was a great block.
Block? I think he just hit it off the table, didn't he?
It looked like he blocked it. I'm not sure.
All right. It just flew off. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it just flew off? Okay.
Yeah. So
See,
he would have blocked it, though, is what you're saying.
Okay. I saw him go back.
You did. You saw the block happen.
I'm watching
You know the
defense.
angle so well. That,
Ooh, that was a good block.
yeah, that was a good block.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Another one of those.
What was that?
Forehand left
right
wall over, or right wall over, yeah.
yeah.
It's got to keep that pace, I think. Oof. He tried the impossible shot there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was an odd choice.
Good possession here.
Yeah, I like that. Here.
Oh, there it is. A forehand left wall under. Oh, my God. We're going 5 games.
5 games once again.
Whew. Wow. That was a hell of a comeback by Joey and a hell of a comeback by Chris. Jeez. Both players played really well that game, I think.
Amazing. Going
Yeah.
to 5 once again. 5 once again.
What's going to happen here? What do you think?
You know, oh, Lord. I don't want to predict. I feel like it can go either way. I feel like Chris has the momentum. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of Joey's timeout. I felt like Joey had a little momentum in that moment, and he was going to maybe put some pressure on Chris. And I just kind of feel like that moment slipped with the timeout. And maybe it did, maybe it didn't. It's just kind of was in my mind about it. And so obviously, if you're just looking at you know who's on a winning streak, and that's the momentum. Chris has the momentum going into this game. Joey was up 2-0.
Yeah.
Now he's going into a 5th game. So, I mean, if I had to place a bet, I think I would place it on Chris. But, you know,
It's
I would
hard
not
not
be
to.
surprised to see
Yeah.
Joey win. Not at all.
Right. Yeah, it's hard not to. I
Call it a coin flip.
Yeah, it really is. I really don't know who's going to win this game. Again, who wants it more? I think that's what it comes down to it. And who's going to have the ability to focus on what they actually need to do. All right. I'm almost wishing we were playing a best of 7 now.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioning it though. I'm actually was just had the thought.
Were you?
Well, not that thought though.
Okay.
I had the opposite thought, which was, how exciting is 3 of 5?
Oh, it is. Oof.
You know what I mean? Like, because anything can happen, sort of.
True.
As a fan, as a spectator.
Of course. 2 strong shots by both guys to start this thing off.
Ooh.
Hitting that right well under, very strong.
Mm-hmm. Like how he did sort of an off goal.
Yep.
And then did it.
2-2.
Mm.
Chris has got to keep attacking, and I think Joey needs to slow it down just a hair and take his time.
Yeah, this is the speed, right, that you like Chris
Yeah,
at.
yeah,
And
see?
there it was.
Exactly.
That's the speed you like.
Yep.
And I'm on board. I'm on that train.
Yeah, you get him playing slower, it's completely different. Look at this. Perfect cut followed by a perfect right wonder.
Yeah, it's almost like that's the speed with which he gets into his personal flow.
Yes.
You got to find that rhythm, whatever it is for you. And that's not it. What he just started to do is slowed it down.
Correct.
He went for
Nor
the
was
impossible
that.
shot.
Yeah.
It's interesting, like, it's difficult, right? It's like you get into these flows and then you kind of get out of them.
I think it's a simpler explanation. I think it's muscle memory.
Yeah.
Is all it is. You know.
This is it. That's what he wants to do. Yeah. But
wow. A commanding 5-2 lead here. All right, let's see if Joey can dig deep here.
Nice.
Yeah, very good. Good and deceptive. Joey's got to take his time, not rush that. He rushed that a little too much.
Yeah.
Because
I think he wants to. Yeah, I think because he wants to build up a little possession time.
yes,
Chris, you got to
that's
get Chris out of his flow, man. I mean, he's
That's
just
it.
in a complete zone right now.
Yep.
Now slow it, Joey. Slow down. Do 1 or 2 off goals. Yeah, just
There you
like
go.
that.
Couple pump fakes.
Yeah, not that. Yeah.
There you
Nice.
go. There you go.
I like that one.
Yep.
This is
So, Chris. Yeah. Wow.
wow. Chris now a point away. He
Wow.
He was down 2 games to 0.
Yes.
So now
A little bit.
I
of
still
Joey's own
sort of
medicine
expect Chris to win because he's been dominating, but I wouldn't have called the timeout at that moment. He
I
had
agree.
complete momentum.
there. I agree 1,000%. No need for it. Good shot by Joey.
Good shot. Wow.
Good transition.
Oh, good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Joey.
He always has great sportsmanship. Yeah, it was a hell of a match. I'm super impressed with both players. Happy that Chris found his
Found his rhythm.
found
Yeah,
his rhythm
absolutely.
because Joey had him completely out of it at the beginning, and I think he just couldn't figure out how to slow it down just enough.
Let's hear from Chris. Wow. Once again, wow. We said something like this, I think, at the Houston City Open. Great comeback. Tell us your thoughts.
Man, I felt off a whole first half of that. But then I found my groove. I figured out what worked. I stuck to it. I caught myself before I started to, do the usual drift away into the Netherlands. And I picked back the pace. I figured out I'm going to shoot this, this, and this, nothing else. And that's what I did.
Yeah, it was a really great comeback. We were talking a lot about pace. We were talking about that you seem to play best when you're moving your drift around at I wouldn't call it fast and I wouldn't call it medium. I would call it medium fast. It's faster than what I would encourage most players to do, but for you, it seems to be your flow. There were times that you went too fast with it, and that wasn't good. And there were times when you went too low,
Right.
and then it didn't work out so much. But your transition game was, it got you a lot of points.
Yeah, I had to. It's a big thing when you don't see players play, when
Right.
you don't actually watch them or get on the table with them. Not
Right.
seeing him play this new game he has, it caught me off guard. But once I figured out that, even though I was moving, I could move him too. And I had to realize I have a better transition, so let's try to sink him into that instead of me going
Right,
the other
going-
route. And once I figured out, all right, he's not going to stop this transition, but he'll feed into it. Let me keep that going. And thankfully, too, every time I started getting out of pace, I got my brother in the back. Slow down. What do you mean? So I do. Get the point.
Nice. Okay, so now that pushes you forward on the loser's side of the bracket, and you're going to play Austin Fernandez, I believe, next.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah. What do you? What thoughts do you have for that match?
I love him to death, but I think the same outcome's going to happen that happened at the Houston City Open.
Okay, fair enough. Well, congratulations on a great comeback, a hard-fought win, and we look forward to seeing you in your next match.
Thank you.